Alright, so you're welcome to the Power Platform series where we're looking at everything Power Platform. So today we just want to quickly have a look at how to create a developer account. Many times when people start out to practice some things within the Power Platform, the Power Apps and Automate specifically, because of the fact that practicing on this product, they require that you have a license, they get a bit stuck and discouraged to further their learnings. But as a way to assist people on their learning journey, Microsoft allows for people to practice their learnings for free for a period of time. And that is a gap that the Power Platform developer account has come to fill. So today we'll quickly look at how to create a developer account, which could also be called a community account. We'll look at that in this particular video. So let me bring up my browser, just a second. I'll bring up my browser. So my browser is here. I'll go to makethepowerapps.com. But for this, I'm going to use an incognito. So because I already have my credentials saved on Power Apps. So, and by the way, to go incognito, what you need to do is to do Ctrl-Shift-N. Ctrl-Shift-N takes you to the incognito browser. Or you just come to the top right on the ellipsis, click on this, and then you come to new incognito window. So that's like you using a private browser. Alright, so here it's asking me to sign in, but I don't have a sign-in credential yet, so I'll need to create a trial account. But to set a foundation, there are actually a number of ways to go about setting up a developer account. The major requirement as to setting up a developer account is that you will need a work email, which is an official work email, your organizational email, or a student email. So if you have a work email, you are just good. If you have a student email, you can just, of course, go ahead to create a developer account. So, but I'm going to take another route, and this is because of the fact that I understand that quite a number of people may not have work email, nor do they have a student email. So what we used to do is to say you want to go to temp mail, you want to go to tempmail.com. This is what we normally do. So you come to tempmail.com, and then this is a website that generates for you random emails. So what we used to do is to copy whatever email address you have here, and just so to note, this email will be valid for 1 hour. You can only use this email for 1 hour, but of course for the registration purpose, you're good, you can use this email and then you're done. But what Microsoft has done recently is that when you use emails like this, it has stopped working. So let's see it in action. So I'll go to powerapps.com, and when this opens up, so I'll come here to pricing, just at the top where you have the tabs. I'll come to pricing, and on pricing I'll scroll down. I'll just scroll down to where you have explore Power Apps for free. I'll click on learn more, and that opens on a new tab, which is the tab for Power Apps developer plan. So you can see Power Apps developer plan. So what I would do here is to say get started for free, and there are actually a number of options. So if you are an existing user in the sense that you are already on Office 365 license, maybe your organization has Office 365, you can click on existing user, add a developer environment, and that will just request you to input your organizational email, and you're done. So, but for now, we want to look at another thing, because we are assuming that we don't have organizational emails. So I clicked on get started for free, and it opened on this tab, and here it is asking me for my email address. And note here, It says enter your work or school email address. Those are the options. Work or school email address. That is what it's requesting for. But what the trick people used to do is that they will come to this temp email, click on this to copy it, and then they will come here and paste. Because the temp email that you will get comes just in the format of an organizational email. So normally if you give this to someone outside, they will think that you work with Vusra, that's the name of your company. So if I put this email here and I click on next, so there's an error. Microsoft is telling me that we can't finish signing you up as this. So more like Microsoft now has an algorithm to detect that this is not a valid educational organizational email, and so this would not work. So, but for people who have student emails, so what they could do is to come here, click on get started for free. Again, remember how we got here. You'll be on powerapps.com and then you click on pricing. You scroll to the tail end and you explore Power Apps for free. So that's how we got here, and then you click on get started for free, get started free. So if I have a student email, I'll just put my student email here. I'll say maybe my student email is this. So maybe this is my student email. I'll click on next, and you see that the situation is different now. Power Apps recognizes this to be a student email, a valid email, which means that I can actually proceed with this email to create a Power Apps developer account. That is option 2. Option number 3 is for us to create a trial environment first and then use the email from the trial environment to create a developer account. So let's quickly work that out. So I have a short link to get to the trial environment, to the trial web page where I'll create a trial account. So I'll just quickly open this. So now this is asking me for my email address. So I'll type in my email address here. And once I type in my email address, I'll click on next. So when I click on next, then I'll click on set up account. So here it's asking for my name. So I will say my name is this, my name is Mohsin, and my last name, for my last name, let me use Rashid. And then my business phone number, I'll click on this, but it should be 10 digits. So you remove the first 0. My company is ID Analyst. That is my company, and the size is just 1. It's just me in that company. Okay, so I will select my country. I'll just scroll up to Nigeria. I'll scroll up to Nigeria. That's my country. I don't want to receive information from Microsoft. I'll click on next. And then I want you to send verification code to me via mobile. So ensure that your mobile number is correct. And then you should receive a verification code. So mine just came in. So this is 784241. And I'll click on verify. So once I click on verify, you can see that now I have Mohsin Rashid as the username. I want to change this to MR. And then the ID Analyst domain, I want to do maybe Edonalist. Okay, I want to do mr@edonalist.microsoft.com. And remember that this would eventually be the email address that you would use to sign in into your trial environment. So let me create a password. And then I need to confirm the password. And then let me put this down somewhere. mr@edonalist.microsoft.com. So I'll click on next. and that should configure my trial account. So this is, in some seconds you can see the notification that this is signing in. And once I get to the payment page, I'm done. I don't need to do anything on the payment page, so I'll close that page. And then I'm back on my developer plan, so I'll go to get started free. And here what I will need to do is just supply my email address, the email address I just got, which is mr@idonalist.onmicrosoft.com. So I'll click on next, and you can see that this looks good. So I'll click on sign in. So once I do sign in, this is expected to take me to Power Apps. Okay, there's the last thing to do. I'll select my country again, Nigeria, and then my phone number again is this. I'll remove the first zero there, and I don't want to receive notification from Microsoft, and so I'll click on get started. So get started, I'll do get started again, and this should take us to Power Apps environment, hopefully. Okay, still asking me to select my country again. I'll just scroll up to select my country, which is Nigeria, and then I don't want to receive information, so I'll click on accept. And now I think we're done, so we should be getting into Power Apps environment now. Okay, so we are now in the Power Apps environment, and so skip this, I don't want this. So if I look at the top right to check my environment, you'll see that I have two environments now. I have a default environment, which is the ID analyst, and then I have a personal environment, that is the community environment, Mohsen Rashid's environment. And to confirm what kind of environment I have, so I can come to the top right where we have settings, this J icon. I'll click on settings, I'll click on plans, and this will tell me the kind of licenses I have. So now you can see it's telling me that my license, I have a Power Apps community license. So this license is expected to serve me a year, except if it's reviewed by Microsoft. So, but as at this time, it should go a year before this license expires, which implies that I'm supposed to be able to make use of this. So we have 3 routes to this. Remember that before you can create a developer account, you must have a work email or you have a student email. So if you have a student email, you're good. Just use that straight up. You're there. If you have a work email, that's your organizational email, you can use that as well. But if you don't have the two, then you may need to create an email just following the route we took while we looked at how to create a trial environment. And then that email, which ends on .onmicrosoft.com, is what you now use as your email to create your developer plan. And once you're done, when you're in Power Apps, just come over here, click on the environment, check the kind of plans you have by coming to setting, come to plans, and then you see that you have a Power Apps community plan. So this will be the end of this video, so be on the lookout for some other videos. See you later.